from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hoover, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hoover. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Off play action. Hoover forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Off the play fake. Hoover. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rolling to his right. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 1st down, Hoover. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hoover. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Hoover flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. front foot with Akers. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by Anderson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Off the play fake. Hoover. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Hoover will dump this off to Akers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hoover. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action, now it's Tua. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. Grayson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Grayson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and goal. Tua finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Tua, the final shot before half. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now this throw caught left side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not. Be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tua going to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Kwity Paye coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18, pushing through the contact. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to air one out for Anderson, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua now on 1st down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action. Hoover eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered,
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Two are going to try and throw for it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hoover firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Akers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hoover. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hoover steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets this one rip toward Graham. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for the Dolphins. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Grayson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw. Hoover being chased out left. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. Just bowling over tacklers. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Going right back to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final try for Tagovailoa. Complete at the 1. And he's going to come up short. The two-point conversion attempt does not work, and as a result, it's going to cost them the ball game. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Anderson's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.